Welcome in this video. In this video we will see about the scatter chart, that how we can draw the scatter chart in Python using matplotlib library. As in this slide you can see that this is something called a scatter chart. Now what is scatter chart? Let us start. So scatter chart is simply plot a point that shows the relationship between the two set of data. Means it just shows a point. Suppose this is a graph which having the x-axis the name of the students and in the y-axis the marks got by each student. Now you can see Amit got 10 marks, this Dinesh got 55 marks. So only point is here. So such type of graph is showing the points between the x and y axis, means for each coordinate it is showing a point. So this type of chart is known as scatter chart. So it's a very simple chart and similar to the line chart. The only difference between this line chart and scatter chart, in line chart we have a line between these 2 points, means this type of lines is here, but in scatter there is no line, only that point, only then marker is here. So how we can draw this scatter chart in Python? Using this matplotlib pyplot modules, there is a function called scatter. So with the help of this function we can directly plot this scatter function. And now this scatter function needs two coordinate value, means x and y. So for this x, so this first argument x will be plotted as a x coordinate and this y is plotted as a y coordinate. So let's plot the first scatter chart. Okay, let's start. So here you can see I have a one list English marks which having the marks of English and then the name of student. So I want this name of the students comes as a x coordinate values. So plt dot scatter, then this st name, so this becomes the x coordinate values, and English marks, this becomes the y coordinate value. So let execute this program. So you can see we get this scatter chart. So this st name comes as a x coordinate and this y values sees this English marks comes as a y values. Obviously the both values should be same. Suppose this x coordinate value 1 2 3 4 5 and then this y coordinate value also should have the 5 values. Suppose there is any mismatch, suppose this y coordinate having the 6 values and this having the 5 values, and we want to plot this scatter plot, then this gives me a error that x and y must be a same size. Okay, so the size must be the same. Now this is simple scatter chart. Now how we can decorate it in a different way? So there are different argument by which we can more decorate this chart. Now what are these other things? Suppose I want to plot the multiple scatter chart together. Then suppose I have a different subject marks for different students. Let's consider this. Suppose I have English marks, then I have maths marks, and I have science marks. And this is the name of the students. Now what I want, the name of the student should come in a x-axis and the corresponding subject marks comes in a y-axis. I want to plot the three scatter chart in a single plot. So in the first scatter I have this st name and then this English marks, then st name, then maths marks, then st name, then science mark. So this x-axis is common for each scatter chart, only y-axis is changing. So what will happen, it will plot the chart like this. So suppose name of the student is Amit, then this first value is 10, so this is for English marks, then this yellow for this 30, that is for maths marks, and this 90 for science mark. So for each value it draw the 3 points. For Dinesh you can see it is drawing only 2 values. Why? Because the English and maths marks are common, so it is overlapped that point because both values are same. In Abhishek we have 3 values, in Piyush we have 3 values, for Rita we have 3 values. So like this we can plot the multiple y coordinate corresponding to a common x coordinate. Now here it is difficult to identify that which color is corresponds to which subject. So we can use the labeling here. We can use the different colors also as per our choice. So suppose in the next example we can use the labels here. Means for uh, suppose for this I want label equals to, then suppose this is for English, so I can write English. Similarly we can make label for the others also. Label, label. So this is for maths, this is for science, but after making these labels it is not displaying the corresponding label because this legend is missing. So I have to use this plt dot legend. I have to activate the legend by calling this legend function. So you can see by calling this legend function it will showing the corresponding legend that this blue color is for English, then this yellow color is for maths, and this green color is for science. Suppose I want to choose these colors as per my choice, then you can specify the color. Suppose for this y value I want the red color, means for this English marks it will display the red color marker. Then like this I can use a different color for different. Suppose for this I want a yellow, then for this I want a blue. You can write the complete red or R, so it will work. So let's see. So like this we can set the colors as per our choice. So this red color is for English, red color for this English, then this yellow color for maths, this yellow color for maths, then this blue color for this science. So like this we can do this. Then let's change these similar values because this point is actually overlapping with each other. So now it is showing the three values for all these. So we can more decorate this. We can set the x-axis label, we can set the y-axis label, we can set the title here. So using these arguments same like line chart and bar chart, we can use these x label, we can use this y label, then title. So only these things to be added. Suppose I add here the x label and the y label, then the title. So we can add these three values at the top. So now the graph looks more good. This is the x-axis label, name of students, then marks, then this title, and this labeling with the different colors. So now it's look more fine and nice. Now there is an argument called age color, which actually control the color of the marker's age. Now here you can see the by default the marker comes like this. Now suppose there is a edges for each marker and you want to control that color, then you can use this age color. Suppose age color, for this color red I want a different age color because it shows the differently. Suppose for this I want this blue, for yellow I want red, or for this blue I want yellow lines. So you can see it shows that for this red it's showing the edge color blue, for this yellow it's showing the edge color red, and for this blue it's showing the yellow edge colors. So you can use these edge colors. So it's a very simple thing. You can use these arguments to decorate this in a more way. You can use the different marker style. You can see here the default marker style is this circle. You can change this style. So there are various markers styles are there. So you can use the marker argument, and there are various markers are available. I just zooming it. You can see we can use this O for this circle, so this is a default marker style. You can use this V for this triangle down. You can use this S for square. you can use marker equals to plus to show this plus. You can use this asterisk to for having the star, or you can use capital D for diamond. So suppose I am using this marker equal to D. So for this scatter, for English marks, it will display a marker like a diamond shape, and for these two others it will showing the default circle. So you can see for this English it is showing this diamond shape. Like for the others, we can change the marker style using this argument. Suppose I want asterisk star for this and want square for this. So marker equals to S for square and this asterisk for star. So now you can see marker equals to D for diamond for this, then star for this mesh, and for this square for this signs. So using this we can more decorate and we can choose the particular marker that we want. So this is about the marker. So there are other argument also, but these are sufficient to explain this scatter chart. Now this scatter chart is looking similar like the line chart. Now let's compare the line chart with this scatter chart. Now you can see in line chart, suppose I have a line chart, let's see. These are the English marks and these are the ST names. Suppose I want to plot a line chart. Using this plot I can plot the line chart. In line chart there is an argument called line style. Suppose line style equals to this dash dash. Let's see the which type of line chart comes. Okay, so this is the line chart which is come. So x-axis is name of students, this y-axis has the marks, and this marker equals to D, so it is using this diamond shape as a marker. Line style equals to dash dash, so it is using this line as a dash dash. But suppose you did line style equals to none, then you can see it looks similar to the scatter chart. So suppose you are using this plot function, you are drawing the line chart, and suppose you want to convert it into the scatter chart, then there is a way to do this. Line chart equals to none, then it will just display the scatter chart. Okay, so line chart with line style none is look like same as a scatter chart. Suppose you can see, suppose I am using scatter here. Now in scatter there is no line style argument because there is no line. You can simply display this. It will show the similar chart that is displaying by this line chart. So you can see you can use this line style argument in line chart to show the graph in a scatter way. But there is a difference between them also. One difference between line chart, that line chart can be drawn with one coordinate value, but scatter chart need exact two coordinate value. What it means, suppose there is only one argument, this English marks plot. Now I am providing only one argument value. You can see I am using this plot function, then I am providing just one list value, that is English marks. Now there is no second string, second array that I am providing in this plot function. Now you can see what has happened. This English marks, this line plot takes this English marks as a y coordinate value. Y coordinate value, that is 10, that is this 55, that is this 30, then 80, then 50. Now what it will do, it will simply create the x coordinate as the value of this y coordinate. Means for this 5 y value coordinate value, so in y coordinate we have 5 values, so it will create the 5 values, and these 5 values start from the 0. That means it will create the 5 values, means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose there is it having the more values, suppose like this. suppose it having the 7 values, then it will create the x coordinate 7 from 0 to 6. Let execute this. So you can see it create it having 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 values, so it creates the x axis 0 to 7. Okay, so this line plot is actually creating the x axis as per the value of the y coordinate, but this is not true with scatter chart. For scatter chart we cannot do this. Suppose I am using this scatter and just providing the one coordinate value, that is English marks. Let execute this. So there is an error that scatter missing one required positional argument y. So it takes this first argument as a x coordinate and asking for the y coordinate value. So we are not providing any y coordinate value, so that's why it gives me an error. So if for scatter we need two arguments. Suppose similarly, suppose I am using this second argument. So to plot the scatter chart we need two values. Suppose this st name for my English marks. So now we are providing the two values, that st name and English marks. So now it will draw the scatter chart. Okay, so this is the difference between this. So line chart can be drawn with one coordinate value, but scatter chart needs two coordinates. So I explained with by this example. In scatter chart it gives me the error. So that's it about this scatter chart. I explained the basic argument of this scatter function. So I hope you understand. So please subscribe this channel if you like this video. Thank you very much for watching this video.